How we doing, everybody? Welcome in. And
How's it going? Hi, everyone on the panel.
How we doing? And yeah, let's get this intro on the way. Hey, how we doing, everyone?
Hello.
Yep, George is famous, bro. Everyone loves George.
That's looking pretty good, Shane. Thanks.
Yeah, see, I'll put your little barb clip in for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
I want to say hello to Jeff and Dean and Cinders and my fellow
Gord.
Canadian Gord,
Yeah,
also known as Red Laser. Hope I didn't
Nice.
miss
Indeed.
anyone.
I don't think we have
Rubbish.
anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that one. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah,
So how are we all?
doing good.
You want me to lie? You want me to lie or tell you the truth?
Tell us the truth.
Tell us
Always
the
tell the truth.
I get pissed off. You forgot the mute button. I had a little visit from about a 5-foot devil bird that I thought I had my fish protected, but I didn't. And it played havoc at my property. Taking some nice shabumpkin broodstock out of my round pond that I just finished spawning some, but not all. And taking a couple small koi out of a couple ponds, and then visited a neighbor who just finished having a pond rebuild. So they went from a prefab or preform and had a nice one done. And she had moved her goldfish that she had kept outdoors all winter in this small little preform that was only 18 inches deep. I don't know how she kept it from freezing, but she did, just to have this bastardly bird eat every one of them. So
Oh,
she's
no.
bursting in tears because she just finished having it done, paying for it, for these fish she had and just wiped out. Then I put 15 of my really high quality young shabumpkins over at my mom's because I put goldfish there every year. I put them in on generally Mother's Day for just so she'll go out there, and sure enough, I can't find a damn fish in there. And I've been over 3 times.
Oh, Jesus.
I threw some food out and that's still sitting there to the bottom. I went, you bastardly bird.
We have to say one thing about that bird.
Can you go kaboom?
Kaboom, yeah.
But I live in town, so kaboom would be bad, right?
Oh,
Hi, Mel. How you doing, pal?
How you doing, Mel?
Wiccan. Wiccan.
hello.
I like that name, Wiccan Clay.
Yeah.
How's the indoor pond plan going? Well, it's been changed a few times, modified. I will not be going with the sealant or a liner. How's that? But
Okay.
pond's still going to happen. It's underway, but not enough to show, obviously. Not going to be quite as deep as I'd wanted, so it's only about 2 feet deep. Oh, well.
What's it going to be?
2 feet deep.
Oh, 2 feet deep.
6 feet long, 4 feet wide. So it's not like it's a miniature.
Still, it'll be nice to have it in the house.
I still haven't convinced my wife that it's going to be nice to have it in the house. I've got the okay to have it.
Yeah.
And did I mention she's going on a trip with my daughter? That's
No.
a trade-off.
Perfect time.
Yeah,
Surprise!
they're going on a cruise,
Oh.
Nice.
and I'm getting indoor pond. Hey,
It's nice
Yeah.
trade-off.
she would have gone on the cruise anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1,000-liter black tub. Yeah, that would be nice.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with this summer there, Mel?
Yeah.
Summer's not even really kicked in yet, Mel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even though they say on the 16th we're supposed to be starting now to get our heat waves.
Yeah.
Oh, money. Okay.
It's 12 degrees here. Bring on the heat wave.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding, Mel. I'm the same boat.
Yeah.
So enough about me. What's going on in everyone else's world here?
Not too much. Just been getting bits and bobs sorted out. Always doing plans. Always doing research.
Oh, we never stop trying to learn, right?
No. Hobbytown uploaded his first short.
Oh, yeah? I have to go check that out.
Kicked me right in the gingangoolies. Posted it last night. He's at over 3K yet so far.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's not even a running tank. It's literally a bare bottom.
It's not one of those damn white.
No, it's not one of them white videos. No.
Okay.
Do not give me nightmares, Chris. Come on.
Well, you sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't mind.
I saw that hat moving.
Yeah. I figure if I can't sleep, why should you?
Yeah, of course. I'm up late enough as it is.
92 degrees Fahrenheit today. Well, that's what you get for living in Texas. Isn't it? Is it Texas?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah. I messed it up because I
Oklahoma, he
said
was
Texas
saying
last
earlier.
week.
Yeah, he said Texas last week as well.
Uh,
But he was saying earlier on his tractor overheated.
Oh,
So yeah, that's definitely not a good thing.
I
Hmm.
apologize for saying Texas twice now, especially when you're from Oklahoma. Be like, tell me I'm from Quebec. That'd probably be a major kick in the cookies. So I apologize.
Oh, there you go. Gord's already on it. Brother's link for anyone
I'll
that
have to
wants to go and check it. It's only showing the
check that
setup.
out.
He's going to be taking 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the smallest koi out of the grow on tank that I've got downstairs. Just
So
because the other ones are little gutsy buggers.
did your brother let you know what hashtags he used or what he used in the titles to get 3,000?
That's the thing. I gave him the hashtags.
Oh,
Well, duh, send them our way.
wow. That's awesome, though. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. I definitely would. Yeah. Send me
But
the
yeah,
hashtags there, Shane.
yeah, I've tried using exactly the same hashtags. And
What time did he release? Your time.
my time, it was probably just gone over 24. So it's probably about 26 hours ago. So probably around 4:30 p.m.
Because I think sometimes the release time has a lot to do with it.
Yes,
even
it
though
does.
YouTube says it doesn't, which is full of shit.
Oh no,
you know,
he didn't use the tags.
You know, pardon me?
No tags.
No hashtags?
No tags.
Zero.
Oh,
0.
was
He
yeah, no
literally
tag.
he literally just put an @ symbol and used my name because obviously the koi
You
that
put
would
a
be
what?
coming from me. So when
Sorry,
you
you put
in
a
the
what?
video, if you do an @ symbol and then you can put someone's name on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all he done.
So I guess you're going to have to put a @ his name.
Yeah. Oh, on my next one, right? 2 right.
Like I generally try to release my videos same day, same time.
Yeah.
Like just, so people know.
Yeah.
And then I changed dates because a bunch of friends were all releasing on the same date, and I don't want to compete with that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
And it says it was only a 10-second short.
Wow.
You sure it wasn't a wipe? Not that I'm hung up on that. If you view one, you're going to get a million pop up and go, oh God, no. Oh well.
Yeah, one of them things. But on a plus side, I might at some point be having a Flueville 406 sitting spare.
Oh yeah. What's going on with you, Christine?
Not much. I got a sore throat, so I'm not going to be talking a lot on this live because it really hurts. But just treating my pond, trying to go through the treatment process. And so far, everybody's looking like they're doing great. Just doing a lot of water changes that are taking me forever to do them because I've got a little bitty hose with very low flow because we changed out the spigot. And this spigot has some kind of a restrictor in it that is restricting our PSI. So it's taking me even longer when I have to refill it. So yeah, not fun, but that's what I've been doing.
Mm.
And cursing a farmer.
And the farmer with all the chemicals.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got farmers all in the fields and we've got nothing but wind every single day. It's windy.
Yeah.
And they go out there and they spray all the pesticides and either you go out there by your pond and you get hammered with dirt and pesticides or you don't go by your pond. So
fun of living in the country.
Well, Yeah, Illinois is really bad when it comes to wind. We all know that. Windy City. Believe me, it's windy here too. Yeah, it's like living in a wind tunnel. If you're in Illinois, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely not.
Maureen, I know you were building more on your shed yesterday. How far
Yeah,
did you
it was
get?
windy. It was windy here too.
Oh, really?
Wind was like, you're trying to hold up a 12-foot wall, 12-foot wall. I'm on there holding it, and my brother's trying to hurry up and tap screws into it. And
Oh,
it
wow.
was so exciting to see those 4 walls go up. Oh,
Yeah, it's great to see the 4 walls are up.
yeah, yeah. And then it rained today, but so we didn't really work on that. But he came and got me when we went off to Home Depot this morning. So just looking at stuff and figuring out like little things what we were gonna do for the siding on it, if we're gonna paint,
Yep.
if I want to paint it, or like he was suggesting do siding to match the house because the house is right there on the other side of the patio. Make it
Might
look
as
like
well.
another building that fits in with all the siding. So then we're picking up some pipes, and we were just mostly killing time because it's raining out, and he already had the day planned to come over here. So
Yeah.
so it was good. It was just fun morning, relaxing morning at goofing around at Home Depot.
If
Yeah.
no one or if someone hasn't seen Maureen's video of what she got for her birthday, being the replica of her pond, you
Wasn't
gotta
that
go
crazy?
check it out. That is just awesome. I
I
love
am
it.
like every year he does something very creative on a birthday cake. Usually, like he'll do something. He always tries to include the cats or something. Like he always comes up with some idea on a cake. And last year he did this whole thing. Like he got all these little tiny miniatures, and like the cats were baking me a cake in an oven, and then there was cake pans in the sink, and these little, like, he buys these little miniatures and puts it on the cake, and the cake had like he did the frosting to make it look like a rug. I'm like, how
Yep.
are you ever going to top this? And so this year he did a little mini version of not a cake. I mean, he did a separate cake as a koi in a koi pan, but he made me like a little aquarium, but it's
Yeah.
a replica of the pond. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh my God. Then whenever I looked in and saw there was a beta in there, I was like,
Yeah.
what? Oh, it was
It's
funny.
awesome.
He said he started that in April, and it changed a few times because he didn't know, like, I wanted to do the stain on the side. So then he had to go and find the stain and do the same color. I'm like, I don't know how he ever did all that. I never ever saw him out doing it out there, but funny.
Hi there, Amy. Hey, J Rock. How's it going? First time
Welcome.
here. Welcome. We're a group that are just hobbyists
Yep.
with fish, whether it's koi, whether it's tropical fish. A lot of us keep both,
Hmm.
so we're not hung up on anything in particular. We like all types of fish and plants, and
Yep.
yeah, so
All things aquatic.
Yes.
you got it.
Yep. I'm looking forward to getting an email back from a place for when I'm away. I've literally found a store that just does marine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully be able to get in there and do a little video doing the more saltwater side, looking at all
Nice.
the different coral and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh,
J Rock saying awesome. They have 14
14
tanks.
tanks. Awesome.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
how many do you have, Maureen?
Mm.
How many do you have?
Honestly,
Oh, yeah. Not counting. Well, I have to count it because it does have a real fish in
Yeah,
it now. So,
does have a fish in it. It
back up
counts.
to 17. I had cut down because remember I was consolidating tanks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I did cut down. a
I've
few,
only
so-
got 15.
Huh?
I've only got 15. So.
15. Yeah. I'm actually upstairs. That's what I'm going to do after this. Is I have a little 10-gallon up there. I'm going to break that one down too and put that into that big 40 breeder that I have with all. I loved little nano tanks. It was more, I loved doing the aquascaping of it, with the plants and stuff. And there's so many pretty little nano fish that I, did a tank for each. And I said, this is stupid. Just put them all in one tank. So much easier to maintain now, especially where I get the pond out there. So So yeah, I'll break down the 10-gallon that just had Ember Tetras and the little raspberries, lamb chop raspberries. I think they're called SB or something.
Yeah.
SB raspberries. So yeah, those are the only thing that's in there. So I'm putting those on the 42 now with the other Harlequin raspberries and neon
That's
tetras,
cool.
green tetras, all the little fish. So it'll look nice. I'll finally get, because I need more fish in that tank now. It looks funny. There's this big, huge tank and, you know, little tiny pods of fish.
Yeah.
Some rummy nose. I have some little rummy nose
I
in
love
there.
those fish.
Uh,
Rummy nose.
I love those. They're a nice little fish.
Me too.
Yeah, very cute.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
but
They're
I'm saying-
within 200
Yeah, that
gallons.
would be
right?
cool. Picking up a 200 gallon.
Ooh,
Jeez,
Yeah,
nice.
that's gonna be awesome.
that's a big old Bertha.
Yeah, what are you going to put in that, Wiccan?
Hey, Frame, welcome in.
How are you?
Mark the Spider Guy, welcome in.
Hello.
Mark the Spider Guy.
Good to see everybody in. If you are new, welcome to us.
Yes.
It's always good to have new people. It's what we're all about. Getting the connections within the YouTube industry to actually, you know, come together and just hang out.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, so you're going to use Wiccan, you're going to use the 200-gallon tank as, what do they call those? Skyview tank in the pond. I think that's
Cool.
what
That,
he means,
that
right?
would be a
He's
view.
gonna
That
put
would
it
be
in
a
upside
viewing
down?
tank. Yeah, yeah. That would be
Like
a
the
sky
I've seen it
tank.
done with. I've seen it done with 90. Wow.
Yeah, I think Andy does his with a 90,
Mm,
like Koi Pond Lifestyle.
yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. A-Frame saying cute video on Maureen Short. It
Yeah.
was.
It was adorable.
I
was.
was so impressed. I said, you overwhelm me. There's no way you're going to beat this one. Except now next year, he's going to have to make a cake that looks like the filter house.
Don't give him the option. He'll do
I
it.
know.
He'll find a way of doing it.
Yeah.
He'll make the walls out of like Rice Krispies or something like that.
Yeah.
Rice Krispies and that fluff, as you
Yeah.
guys call it.
Marshmallow. Yeah.
And you can just literally build the walls and then just even you can use the fluff to render them.
Yep. Too funny. Then he'll be ordering all the little things, the little miniature things inside it. The filter.
Yeah.
Too funny. Oh.
Yeah.
It's different looking out the window, though. You know, it changes the
Mhm.
landscape in the backyard now.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna run and grab a hot cup of coffee. My throat is
Yep,
closed
do
up,
it.
but I'm not gonna be able to talk much. Hang on a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, do
Go
it.
get it.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool, J-Rock.
Yeah.
I've seen
I have to
some done.
research into that, what that is.
Oh,
What's that?
Paludarium.
Yeah, Palladium. Never heard of that before.
Yeah, those they can look really nice. It's like the tank is like that. You know what I mean? The tank is the lower part, and then the plants.
Plants grow up
plants
and
grow
rock.
up all the back.
Oh, is
Some
that the
of those
one where
are
they put
so
like dry ice and things like
Yeah.
that in the bottoms when
can.
they're doing their videos, just to get like that smoke effect going up over
Yeah.
the mount, over the rocks?
I've seen a few
Nice.
done with dart frogs in them, and they look really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I've seen the videos, but I didn't know what they were called.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Very
Jesse.
Hey,
How are you?
Steven, how you doing? I've got to learn all these names again.
I know.
More names to learn.
I have a hard enough time with that on the panel.
Yeah.
And the name's right there.
Yeah. So Wickham was saying $100. Can't beat that price for a 200
Yeah,
gallon.
that is
No,
awesome.
you cannot.
No, that is great price
That's a steal.
Yeah.
for 200 gallon. Oof.
That would have been a case of rip his arm off and from literally run away with it.
The only way I would have got one for that is there would have been 2 tops to it. As in,
Mhm.
yeah. And I'm not that good to try to replace glass.
Oh, what, having the glass slider where the glass slides over the top for the lid?
Yeah. Those are nice.
Yeah, those are nice. But I've seen a lot of people, and I've advised someone to do it before, where instead of having like the solid lid, like the solid lids,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, I've got a hack, like the sit on lights, like what you've got, Chris, right? And they were like, but if I put that on, it's not going to work because I've got the solid lid. So I was like, okay, well, go and look at a 29-gallon reptile tank.
Yeah.
Because you can buy the lid separate. And of course, it's the mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they went out and they just got a reptile lid, put it on top of their tank. So then they've got it over the top, but it's still got that protective to stop them jumping.
Some of mine are glass, but they also have pop tops on either side, so I don't have to lift the whole unit. And then I've got some that are almost solid plexiglass, but I don't like them. They're weak for the most part. And the bow, and I just can't afford glass ones. And a couple of my tanks are so old that there's no lip even to put the glass on anyways.
Oh.
Yeah. So apparently my brother's turned around and said, wish I forgot yours sometimes. The ideas you have. Sorry. I just come up with ideas. Sorry. It's usually like 2 o'clock in the morning as well when I have my ideas.
Did you write them down?
No, I just send him messages.
And say, hey, how about trying this?
He doesn't send it back to you. And he just uses them and then gets a 3,000 view.
Yeah, right. I should start writing them down and keeping them to myself.
I probably should.
So what is everybody's plans next week? Oh, what's your plans next week? What's going on as far as your filter house? Is Pat going to be able to come there at all this week to help you get the lid up, the lip on?
Because he surprised me last week and took a day off, but this week no. But right now the weekend's looking good, so he'll plan to be here Saturday and Sunday again. So, and the next step is the rafters. It's like, man, the thing's moving fast now.
Yeah.
Took a long time putting all this together, you know. And we had all these pieces piling up everywhere, and then all of a sudden now the little pile of wood and supplies and stuff, it's like gone way down now. So it'll be good. Next week it'll be another big improvement out there to see.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be taller than the damn house. It's only because it's sitting, you know, my backyard goes up, and it's sitting up a little higher. Yeah, but funny. You know, we were in there yesterday, and I said, "Oh, I should have thought about putting, you know, skylights in here." I was gonna. I can't make it too nice. My mother will want to go move in there.
Yeah.
It'll be a little in-law apartment for her.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, jeez.
As long as you don't mind the filter house running all the time.
I know. Oh, jeez. It'll be nice, though. It'll be a nice space.
It will be.
Yeah.
Good to have you back, Jeff. How's that experiment coming? Thanks, buddy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's never nice when that happens. I've had it myself.
Are the tannins coming out of that wood yet, Jeff?
What's the average time for the tannins to come out of wood?
Well, that's what Jeff is working on. He's got an outdoor setup where he's just been letting it basically go naturally, and it's gone through a couple winters, and it's kind of interesting. But it's still producing tannins. But I didn't know what type of wood he was using.
Yeah,
because some are a little different than others, obviously. How big is your pond there, Wiccan? You did 1,000-gallon water change?
it's quite large.
You lost some fish too, Jeff?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's never good.
Oh.
You would have thought as well though, if it's dumping the tannins quite hard, in a way it should be pretty good. And yeah, Wickham, that's a big pond.
Yeah.
That is big.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Chris, how's that filter going?
Sorry?
The one that you put all the sponges in? Are you
So far, so
liking?
good.
Are you seeing a difference?
Yeah, I've noticed the difference, but I don't know if my pump is strong enough to flush it properly. So I may have to take the top off to see what's going on. It's still in the trial and error stage, but it's noticeable on the pond, and it's definitely noticeable
Oh, it is.
on the other filter that it's going into. The filter pads there are much cleaner, so I know it's working.
Cool.
I'm actually helping a buddy do another filter, just out of spare parts.
yeah,
Why not, right? You got them, and it doesn't cost you anything to build it. So,
no, of course not.
and the
Yeah,
more
the best-
filtration you can add, the better.
Yep, completely agree.
I told you last time about me dumping all my K1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple great banner weeks. I'm afraid for Monday to roll around to see what hell is going to come in. But I guess it's already started being Sunday, right?
Yep.
So it can only get
Time
better.
has started.
It can only get better from here on in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Better. So that's your plans for next week there, Maureen?
Next
about
week,
you?
yeah, will be
What
the next step in the book is rafters. So
about you, Shane?
Next week is just more of a case of more planning, more tidy ups. Because obviously the building the koi house and whatnot, there's empty bags of sand and all of that up there. And I just want to start condensing it all down so that when we do get the skip in, I can just grab a couple of bags instead of grabbing like 12.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fling them in. Just get it all tidy.
I'm hoping to breed some more shabumpkins this week, but the weather's been just so all over the map.
Mm-hmm.
I had some breed, but then the temperature dropped out. So, where I've got the eggs, it's temperature drops so much, so it takes a lot longer to hatch. So
yes,
if you've got a couple that are fungused up, that fungus spreads quickly, and it doesn't care that it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Should have probably just brought them in and put them under a heater and hatched them out within 24 hours instead of 3 days, right?
Yep.
Oh well. That's what happens in the springtime.
Just saying, they are koi from Petco and PetSmart. So it was possible, just bad genetics. Yeah, it is possible.
Yep.
Especially with some of them ones, they tend to be quite small anyway. So you never know. They can easily say, "Oh, they're Tosai," where in fact they're almost Sansai. You don't actually know how old they are because they've just been kept in tank.
Yeah, small tank, and
yeah,
it could be definitely, like you said, 3 years old.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably not being fed the right stuff either, too, you know.
No.
No. Being fed once a week,
Yeah.
probably not enough.
No.
Probably
And
on
then they don't
flake.
have to clean the tanks, right?
Yeah. Probably on flake as well instead of pellet.
Yeah.
Well, there is some good flake. It's just you got to feed them a lot more. It's not very
Oh
dense.
yeah. Geez, you feed a koi tank flake, you've got to be feeding them nearly a pot every week.
Yeah.
Really, to get
And that
any benefit
really
out.
messes with your water quality.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to think what the water quality would be like putting one of them tubs in a tank over a space of a week.
Yeah.
You'd be on filter cleans every 2 days. What else we got?
Wow, Wiccan's busy. He keeps busy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wickham's always keeping busy.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got enough hobbies.
Yeah. 1948 truck. Ooh, nice.
Well, Chris, how is this going to change your breeding season if, like, your mom's pond got wiped out and you've been hit at home? Are you going to grab maybe ones that you were not thinking of breeding to put out there, so at least you have something to work with, or what?
I've still got breeders. They're in well covered netting area. They're not getting in. They're done. They're clamped in the net. It's what I want to do with them after they're finished breeding. I like to get them out into the ponds and let them beef up over the summer because I don't feed them heavily in the winter because a couple hang on the back filters and a couple sponge filters just really isn't enough for Shabumpkin goldfish in a 90-gallon tank or 125 or whatever to feed a lot. So they get fed a little bit either every day or every other day. So they're definitely not putting any size on over the winter. They're just maintaining. So if I can get them out into a pond and they get 3 to 4 months of heavy feeding, and then they look like rock stars and act like rock stars, and they can come in and maintain that size. They'll lose a little bit of weight over the winter. I probably should listen to them and do the same, but
yeah. How you doing, Jamie? So J Rock saying they're using Amazon swords that was off a spring from a planted tank. They're babies. Would you drain it or just let them establish or just leave them be?
I was interested to find out what they are and what they're going to come into. As long as they're nothing too bad that's going to screw up everything.
Yeah. See, I want to get into getting some Amazon swords and putting them into the I'm not sure what it would be in gallons, but it's a 125 liter. So would that be a 35?
I'm going to say about 40, I think. I could be wrong.
40, I think. 160.
With Amazon swords, is they'll do great for about a year, and then they'll start melting back. And I've used the fertilizer sticks and whatnot,
like the root tabs and things like that.
45.
Yeah, I don't know. They frustrate me. So I've been mainly using Crips, and they seem to be taking off and liking what I'm doing and spreading. So I'll just let my swords die off, and
Now, when
replace
you
Yeah.
guys are
roots.
Go on.
What's that?
when when you guys are gluing those plants to wood or rock or whatever, what are you just using super glue? What are you using?
Crazy glue, super glue, gorilla glue.
Cyanoacrylate.
It's
It
all
has to be
safe.
100%
I can
cyanoacrylate.
go and get what I've
Yeah,
got.
so regular
It's
like
downstairs. I'll just go and grab it.
Yeah.
super glue gel,
Okay.
Gorilla super glue gel. That's what I use.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
Don't glue your fingers, but yeah.
Nope.
I either use that or I zip tie them. If I zip tie them,
Yeah.
I'll
Or you
get
can use
the root.
cotton thread.
Well, they're not really roots, but they'll wind around whatever you're doing, and then you can just cut off the zip tie. Or you glue them.
But only for the epiphyte plants, though. The rest, like
Yeah.
Amazon swords, you wouldn't glue.
No.
That needs
No.
to be. It needs its roots in the
Yeah.
in the substrate.
Well, the others, if the roots or whatever in the
Yeah,
soil,
Anubias
it'll
and
die.
stuff like that. You know, I
It'll
glue those
die.
to rocks all the time. I glue them right onto wood pieces, and that's kind of my go-to plant is the Anubias. I love them.
Mine too.
I love them. There's so many different kinds, and
Yeah, I think I got about 4 or 5 different, but I want to get a couple of larger ones, and I want to give it a try in my indoor pond,
oh, nice. Yep.
even with the shabumpkin in there. Want to see if they'll take off. Now Java fern hates me. No
They
matter
look
what I
so
do.
Fern hates
beautiful
all.
at first, don't they? They are so beautiful, and then they'll turn brown.
Like other people just get them and they take off, and
Yeah.
I'm going, what fertilizers are you putting in? How much light? And they said, I just leave it and I don't care what happens, and then it just grows and grows. I'm going,
Mm-hmm.
and it's true because I've got 2 in what was a shabumpkin tank that I do nothing to. They're not even affixed to anything. They're just kind of sitting around floating near the bottom, and they're growing like crazy. So I don't know. I am.
Yeah. So what I bought was
Oh,
the C-Chem.
yeah. Plant glue.
Yeah, the C-Chem Flourish glue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even though you can't really see it, but if I put my finger here, it kind of got checked out by the dog.
Oh,
I see the hole.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
Oh my gosh.
I see the teeth mark.
Yeah, she put her canines right through the packaging, straight through the plastic, and straight through the metal.
Oh no.
Stamped.
and she didn't have lockjaw.
Stamped with the dog's approval.
That's funny.
J Rock, he replaces swords with crypts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like your thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same when it comes to Javas. I have no luck whatsoever with them. I know for a fact Mal was saying he has the exact same issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's pH or what. You know, too much light, too little light.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're either turning brown and then all the basically having babies, and then I try to deal with those babies, and they like stunt, and they stay about yay big.
Mm-hmm.
One, okay. You're kind of underwhelming. Your parent was this big and
And
you're
then
this big.
Yeah.
It'd be great if I had, a little nano tank of, a couple out gallon cube one. I think it would look awesome, right?
with the little babies in there.
But when you're dealing with a 125 gallon tank and trying to have a nice scape there,
Mm-hmm.
you're, you have a fern that's this big, you might as well have had, grass there, right?
Mm.
That's basically what it becomes. Just becomes
What's that?
It's what it basically becomes. Is that micrograss, but really it's
Yeah.
Java.
Well, if I had enough babies, I'd be satisfied with that, and then I could, I guess,
Yeah.
get a flat rock and then glue them all down,
Mm-hmm.
and they look sharp. But I'm going to need a lot of babies.
See, I don't know whether with Java, like part of like my issue, but I thought maybe it might have been, is perhaps there wasn't enough mid-water current, because obviously you're getting the current on the top from the top surface, but when you look at some of like the fluval 3-stage, where you've actually got the middle jets that then give you that movement mid to lower, whether that might actually encourage them to grow. Hey, welcome in, Vince.
My crazy cousin Vinny. Yeah, I don't know. Like the one that's doing the best, I only have hang on the back filtration. Really, there is one little jet that moves it around, but like where the ones that should be doing the best, I've got excellent filtration, excellent movement throughout the whole tank.
Yeah.
So tons of nutrients should be coming its way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's plenty of fish stock too to help with the fertilizer, right? I don't know.
No, it just seems to be Java's either it's one of them things you could either grow them well or they're just a bane of your existence.
Well, they are.
Every time you try and grow them.
So I'm going to stick to Anubias, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
You know, I feel bad because a friend did a nice piece of driftwood. And
I remember seeing the video.
And it's got lots of, and they're all going to die.
Yeah, I saw that video. It was a lovely pieces, lovely piece of driftwood decorated.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I shouldn't say they're all going to. Some are going to die.
Yeah.
Well, Chris,
Hopefully
you told
the
me
other
to
one-
use Creeping Jenny, and that worked out great. I'm sorry, somebody was saying
Creeping
something.
Jenny, wonderful.
No, you're good.
Now, the Creeping Charlie will die back, I've noticed, but it starts sending out some new petals because it's just, you know, it's got to get used to it, right?
Yes.
But the Creeping Jenny just thrives. And
It's doing really
I
good.
highly recommend that for a tank, even if you're pulling it out of weeds or if you're going to buy it at a nursery, a garden nursery. Just stick it in a bucket of water, get off all the dirt, let it stay in the bucket of water for, you know, a good week, and then plunk it right down into your gravel or sand. And you're going to go, what? I spent $3, or I could have spent, you know, how much is it for a stem of Bacopa, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I did manage to pick up a few little pieces of the pink flamingo.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
To put in the 125. So yeah, that would be quite
Yeah, that's a pretty plant.
be nice when that takes off.
Hey, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Vincent. Yeah. He's kind of like Java Fern. I love it. It drives me nuts.
Clocking off early? Well, in that case, get your bum up here. Cup's empty. Just saying.
Well, I might have to sneak out early myself here.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to even be here because, as I told you before,
family.
my son just got home from Latvia.
Yeah.
Where he'd been there for 6 months, and we were able to spend a bit of time together. And then he was off first thing this morning with the family. So,
Yeah.
but I have to run. I want to say thanks for having me again, and to all you great people out there, and hope to see you again real soon. And I'll let you guys carry on without me. That's all right.
Yeah. Always good to have you, mate. You know that.
Okay.
Sorry
Bye,
about
guys.
the heron news. That was
Till
not
next
good
time.
news. But
Yeah.
Hope to
I'll be messaging you.
Yeah. We'll be messaging. I'm sure he'll still be
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's your plans for the for next week, then, Chris? You're just gonna be
Yeah, now you can call me
water
Chris now that he's
changing.
not here.
Yeah, now he's gone.
Yeah, actually just, I'm gonna drain that big pond. It's gotta get drained. I'm gonna put the big koi back in the big pond, clean that all up and just slowly let it fill up with water. And then finish the weirs, get everything flowing again, get it going and hope for the best. That's about all I can do, but I gotta finish the bog.
Yeah, head down to that large Walmart to see whether you can get those tubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna help.
Handy. Yeah, I reckon they're gonna help.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Christine will appreciate that, J Rock.
Yes, nice.
He has hit the sub and rung the bell.
Thank you, J Rock. I will make sure that I return it right after we get off this live. I'll go check your channel out.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys want to share
Write that
your
down.
channels, yeah, please do.
I'll do that
Please.
now. Joys of
Please.
having the 2 monitor system.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, share out links, hook up with each other there. That great way to get to find another channel that you can watch, a new channel, somebody doing different. There's always new people out there that you find. So Maureen, when do you think that Pat's going to be there to finish putting up your roof? When is Pat going to be there to be able to help you put your roof
Saturday,
up?
because he works Monday through Friday full time, so he usually doesn't come over during the week at all. But he'll be over next Saturday.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully, I mean it's showing beautiful weather, so hopefully that stays.
Do you not have a place in your area that actually sells those sheds pre-made that you could have just had them delivered?
We do have some, like we have, Reed's Ferry sheds and stuff. They're so expensive though, so expensive. And I didn't want a metal one. I wanted a wood one. I wanted one that I can insulate, and I wanted a nice shed, so I didn't want one of those. I mean, they have metal ones I could get, to do something like that, but that's not going to serve the purpose of what I need for the winter. So,
yeah, we have a place, right?
We did buy a kit, and it's so much easier than like he was saying. If we had to order just all stock wood and then trying to build it and work out, the details of building it, he would have loved it because he is a CAD CAM engineer. I mean, he would have loved doing it, but it would be the time cutting all those pieces and doing it. Like my shed wouldn't be done until October, and I'm like, I just need the filters up and running. So
yeah,
we figured this would be the quicker way to do it.
Totally understandable. I get it. I know we have a place in town that they have pre-done wooden sheds, any size, and they even have lofts and windows and railings in the front, awnings over it, and you can go pick whatever you want.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, like this one, we could have bought this. I could have bought it where they come and install it, and they do it in a day. But it's a team of people. But it will cost double. The price is literally double of what it is to just buy the kit. And I was like, I kind of. I mean, I like having a project. I like having something. So I'm really enjoying doing this. So I didn't want just to buy and have it done.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to enjoy the build of it along the way.
Yeah, it's
Something
also
to be proud
memories.
of.
You know, you're building it with Pat as well, so
Yeah.
you're
I have
making
fun,
memories
you know?
while you're doing it.
Yeah, we are. It's great. His twin brother, Chris, down in Tennessee, he's missing this because Chris loves building just like Pat does. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Chris, I'm sure is like, oh, he's living vicariously through us though. We keep sending him pictures during the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he wishes he was up here, but to do this, but he loves Tennessee, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
You know, it always happens. You know, there's get them ones that love to do the building, but they're just sadly too far away to help.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they're just like, every time you send them a picture, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I want to be
But
there building. Why are you sending me these pictures?
Yeah, because he's there for reference too. Like Pat will call him and say, you know, do you think is this
Yes.
what you would have did? You know, so it's good. They bounce things off each other. And, you know, and us, we were on a FaceTime call the other day, the three of us just trying to work things out, you know. So making sure we don't cut something that we shouldn't have cut. As it is. I mean, the thing is too, the thing about buying the kit is we didn't get to pick the wood, you know.
Yes.
So you get whatever. I don't even know how many studs there were. Like say there's 40 studs, you know, 10 of them were like crap. They were so bowed and twisted. We had another one that was really like just completely cracked. And so I had to go buy, you know, 10. I bought 10 studs on my own, but then I was able to pick real straight ones and the crappy ones we were using for different things. We were using like to brace the walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, like little noggins, just cutting off
we were just
sections that were good enough.
Things. Put it on the ground. We were using it to like slide that once the wall was constructed to slide the wall up onto the foundation of the shed, like to just get it across the grass and up onto it. It was like we were using the crappy boards that even if they were bowed or swayed or whatever, we were using those as like our whatever slide to make it easier to pull it. But
just using it as kind of like a lever.
Yes,
just to raise the actual wall up so you can then push it in onto the foundation.
We weren't having to lift it. The 12-foot walls were they were heavy. That solid wall was real heavy. The 12-foot wall that has the door opening in it, that one was a piece. I was like, oh my God, if they were all like that, it would have been easy. That was easy to pick up, you know. But it was good. It was a good workout. We both took ibuprofen at the end of the day, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Needed a little aspirin.
Yeah.
Muscles
definitely needed a little pain relief.
Yeah. We were both like today. We were walking around the store, and he goes, "Yeah, I can feel it in my legs. You know, you're bending down, like standing up, bending down, standing up, and then we're whacking in the nails down at the bottom. So yeah, your knees get a workout. The back of your legs, that's where I get stiff."
Yeah, in the calf area.
Yes.
When you're bending down and kind of like up, your calves tend to tighten up.
Oh yeah. But it was fun though. Great day.
As I say,
well, we've made it.
Oh, we have pretty much made it to the hour mark. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So it's always fun just to do your memories and enjoy what you're doing, because you enjoy the process as much as you're going to enjoy the finished product.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I had bought a ready-made product. I mean, the plus side is the filter would have been up and running right now already, you know. But
yes, there is that.
Yeah, but that's all right. They survive. They better survive. I keep saying, just hang on. It's coming. Better water is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, Life Around the Koi Pond has a question.
What has?
I have a question. What's been your biggest fail since keeping fish? Oh,
I've had a couple.
Who wants to answer it?
I'm just trying to think.
Which one's the worst?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was my
there's
dog.
definitely- Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shane?
For me, it was probably the IBCs. She should not have bought them. I should have just gone straight for it.
The ones that
Wasted
weren't
like
food safe or something.
lost like $300 straight off the bat.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Mine was my de-icer stopped working in the middle of like dead winter. Probably I don't know, this was like 15 years ago. And I didn't know if the fish were alive or not. And I was out there digging a hole, trying to melt the ice, and I just and could not find another de-icer. It was awful. And then spring came and they were all belly up. I lost the whole thing. So kind of got out of the koi for a couple of years after that. I was just devastated. But
yeah,
not for long, the pond sat empty for a couple of years and said, all right, I gotta do something with that. Start it back up again.
I'm glad you did. You can't give up.
I know. I've lost the whole batch of koi twice in my life now. Once was that winter with the de-icer, and another was the weather was stifling. We had there was like multi-days of over 100-degree weather, and it just sapped the oxygen out of the water, I guess. And that was the first thing I ever had where I lost the fish. I just blamed myself. Ugh, it was awful. I wasn't home. We were at a wedding. If I was home, I could have been splashing some cold water in there and upping the aeration. But so those are my two epic fails so far. Hopefully I don't have another one.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Ouch. Yeah, that's definitely
no.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, never heard of that one either myself.
Wow, and the tank slip.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, that's awful.
Wow.
No,
That
I
is
always
awful.
tend to when I do the tanks and things like that now, I tend to use because obviously used to being in like mechanic business, we used to get like this foam like cross patch material that's like a non-slip one for your power tools.
Mm-hmm.
So what I used to do, and I'll probably do it again, is I just get a roll of that because it's like a non-slip foam pad. It's only very thin, but when you put something on it, it don't move.
It doesn't. Oh, yeah. So it won't slide.
So what I'll be doing is I'll be putting the shelves in stands, and then I cut a sheet of that, little strip of that, and put that in, then put the glass on top, just so it kind of ridges it out. And also, if there's any slight imperfections in the ground, it will naturally push the foam down more on one side, so it kind of always keeps you up your flat level as long as you're not too far out. Yeah, heat definitely takes its toll. Wiccan knows about that.
Yeah, that was awful. That was.
Yeah, fish straight out, straight in the bath as soon as that tank hits the floor. It's like.
Oh wow. Yeah, we've all had nightmares, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's always downsides with any kind of hot egg keeping.
You just got to persevere through and.
I remember when we got.
Always find joy again though through it,
We'd gotten that 185 gallon with the sump underneath it.
Yeah.
And didn't realize that we needed to have the returns pointing up and they were pointing down.
Mhm.
and it was back flushing all outside the back of it,
Oh no.
all down. Oh yeah, it was dripping down in my basement.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
awful.
Yeah,
So
we had to move
I
the
didn't
whole
even know you
tank.
needed to have them down. I didn't
Oh,
realize with the
sorry.
sumps. I didn't realize with the sumps you needed to have your returns going upwards.
Oh yeah, they have to be at an angle that goes like, like, so it goes
Mhm.
up. So once yeah, you have to, because if it's like that, if something about when the sump that was underneath the tank, because it was an oceanic tank.
Yeah.
So the sump that was underneath it, what was happening is you're filling up the sump. I mean, you're filling up the tank, and the sump is filling up, and then it's just overflowing in the sump. It has to be up. And yeah, we didn't know that, because I that was my first experience with a sump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
See, that's good for me because obviously at some point I want to go get an oceanic tank with a small sump underneath. So yeah, that's definitely.
point them up.
Yeah.
Don't do what we did. Don't do what we did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out why it was doing it, but that's why.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, that was a
Luckily, I've
nightmare.
got my brother I can reach out to because he had one. Not sure what size it was, but it was almost 8 foot long and like 4 foot wide on his marine tank he had. So when it comes to keeping like live coral and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact I can just ring him up.
Yeah, you have somebody you can ask questions, get advice.
Yeah. All I know is when he sold it, it took 3 guys to actually take it out of the house.
Oof. Wow.
He literally sold it and was like, "You're gonna have to bring your mates with you because I ain't touching it." He's like, "You guys taking that out of my house. You guys are doing it. You drop it, it's on you." Mine wasn't fish, but I was raising chickens, and the owl came while I was gone for the day. Came back to 50.
Oh my God, the dog too. Oh gosh,
Jeez,
that's awful.
that is not
Sorry
good
about that. That's
at all.
horrible.
I am so
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yes.
I definitely know where you're coming from. If you watch my very first video on my channel, I believe it's the very first one. It's of when we had an owl and we had chain link dog fence all the way around this area with a top. And that owl slammed into the side of the chain link where the actual gate was. It pushed the gate open and killed half of my chickens. So I took video of us trying to get this stupid owl out of my chicken pen. Yeah. So I mean, owls are very underrated. I mean, they're very strong when they can open up a kennel panel door, fly into it so hard that they pop it open. I mean, that's pretty impressive. They're very powerful birds.
Wow.
So it doesn't
Well, yeah, I
surprise
know
me
this.
that we lost a dog.
Get hit by one. I've had them I've heard like family members say like driving through the country and things like that, and you just one flies out down low. You don't see it till the last second.
Hit your car.
And that bang that they say you hear when that makes impact, he goes, it's literally like you've just hit a small brick wall.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that. You'd think, oh, it's a bird. It's just going to go boom.
Yeah.
But no, apparently it's when it first happened, they thought they actually hit a small deer over and out.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It was.
I bet. Yeah, their talons are massive. I mean, absolutely massive. Their nails on their talons are as thick as your finger. That's how big they are. That's crazy.
Yep, it is absolutely crazy. The wildlife can do that. Can stun you quite a bit. But yeah, we've gone over the hour.
Yep. And thank you, Red Laser. Yeah, everybody, hit the thumbs up on the way out.
Thank you, Red Laser.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And
Just
everybody,
remind us.
enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Yes, indeed. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday before you will have to start work if you've got work on
Monday
tomorrow.
morning.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming in. We're gonna go ahead and post, like I said last week, on our community pages where we're gonna be next week.
Yeah.
Next week, I believe Maureen is the hostess, is she not?
Yes, she is.
Okay,
Okay.
so we will
Hopefully I
be in
do everything
Maureen's
right.
house.
As I
Yes,
say,
we will be at your house next
We'll
week.
get everything set up.
Okay.
We'll get it all set up. We've got a week.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes, we'll get it all set up.
Not a
I will
problem.
post on my community page. It'll have the thumbnail for our live, and then it'll have her page link where we're gonna be. So
Okay.
if you come to my page, you can just click it, go to her page, and you'll be able to see us from there. And then the week after her, Shane, that's your week. So we will be at your home in 2 weeks. So there we go. But we'll just keep watching the community page. That's where we
Yes.
will post everything at.
Okay.
Yep.
But on that note, thank you, everybody. We appreciate
Thank you,
you being
everybody.
here. And
Yeah.
hopefully you'll meet us next week at Maureen's place.
Yep.
I'm Chris from Sweet Acre Koi Farm.
I'm Maureen from Keeps Koi Haven.
I've been Shane from Hearts Koi. And Wiccan, go over to my channel, drop us an email, help you out. So yeah, take care, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you
Bye,
soon.
everyone.
Bye, guys.